You might be wondering why I'm wearing a dragon head. Well, there's a story to that. You see, for the month of April, I've been given a challenge, and everybody in the SMP has been given various challenges to do for the whole month. For me, it was these three things. Go vegan, wear a mob head, and eat only cake. Now, you might think eat only cake and go vegan is kind of contradictory because cakes are made with eggs and milk traditionally, and that's not vegan. But I'm eating special vegan cake, and that's how I'm going with that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But yes, for the entire month, I have to wear a mob head. The only mob head I have right now is a dragon head. So I'll be wearing this dragon head, even though April, by the time this video comes out, will be done. In fact, by the time I finish recording, it will be May. But you know what? I haven't been on this realm much for the last month, so I figure I might as well at least finish what I'm doing now, wearing this mob head. Unfortunately, what I'm doing now is going into the Nether, where I'm going to try to set up a Froglight farm. Normally I would wear a golden helmet when I'm going to the Nether. Instead, I'm not wearing a helmet, so I don't have armor on my head, and I'm gonna have to substitute my boots for gold boots so that I don't aggro all of the piglins. Yeah, this is gonna be a challenge. Alright. I've run some errands, got the materials I think I'm gonna need at least to start with. Eat a cake. Go to the Nether. First thing I need to find is a Bastion treasure room. I'm going to use the magma cube spawner there to make the Froglight farm. Lots of crimson forest around here. Always good to have a warp fungus on me. How was he not hitting me? That was weird. Wow, look at all these skeletons out here. Is that a bastion? Is that the right kind of bastion? It's big. Make me very nervous because I hear a ghast around here. Suspended over the lava. It's a Soul Sand Valley. Lots of scary things going on. This is definitely the right place. Got a piece of him. Oh, and he fell in the lava. Poor guy. Ow, got a piece of me. Couldn't get to me, huh? Bastion remnants are always so damn scary. Oh, there's another brute. I see him. Ah! They have a skeleton up there! Jerk. The brute's still alive. There, now he's gone. Another brute. I haven't seen any piglins in this Bastion remnant, just brutes. That is brutal. See some more brutes down there. Another one there. I figure the best way to tackle Bastion is to head to the upper floor and work my way down. Slowly and methodically. Better watch it. There's piglins nearby that are upset at me. couple. There's one. Everybody's mad at me now. That's it. Stand right there. Thank you. Here's the skeleton and the piglin. Feeling like I don't see any more piglins around. Ooh, snout banner pattern. I'll take that. And snout armor trim. Nice. Gotcha that time. Or I didn't. Also, there's a gas slick right there. Nope. There. There we go. There, got rid of that. Oh. Okay, so the spawner's right underneath there. Hi! All these skeletons are a little bit of an issue. This next part's going to be the real challenge. I need to disable that spawner without destroying it. And that's going to be tricky. I have to find it. Okay, it's there. So... has to go down a block from there. That's the problem. Hold on. I'll get it. Shoot! I ain't got time for your nonsense. Get out of here. Sure. One, two, three. Yep, that's it. What I'm doing is I need to place blocks filling every space orthogonally. One block above and below the spawner, 4 blocks orthogonally in every direction. And it is a challenge. Ow. I don't know where the heck that guy's coming from. Okay, I think I've done it. 1 block above and below. Two, three, 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. 2, 3, 4 blocks. Let me back off a bit. Maybe give those magma cubes a chance to despawn. Okay, now I can fill in that spot that I couldn't get to before. Okay. The Enderman spawning around here might be a problem for me, but... Well, anyway, stage 1 is complete. I have prevented more magma cubes from spawning, so I can work at my leisure. But there are a lot of other mobs around. This is near Soul Sand Valley, or in a Soul Sand Valley, so I'm getting skeletons and gas spawning. There's also Enderman spawning, apparently, which could be a big problem for this farm. So I think I'm going to have to make a mob switch. For the mob switch, I need potions of oozing, which requires a slime block. I need slime balls to breed frogs, too. I could have scrounged up some slime blocks from the Crap Shack at World Spawn, where other Divergents on the SMP put miscellaneous spare items, but I decided to go ahead and make a slime farm. I couldn't build it at World Spawn, where we all agreed to build most of our farms, lag be damned. World Spawn is in a savanna biome, too hot for snow golems to survive. I built this farm in the last season of Divergence SMP, and in my hardcore world. It's really effective for Bedrock Edition. I don't know a good farm for Java. This design isn't very effective in Java because oozing potions were nerfed in Java, limiting the number of slimes that can be generated simultaneously. But they never did that for Bedrock. I've seen an efficient Java slime farm that had some complicated redstone, but I'm not sure the redstone still works. Anyway, the floor is 7x7 made of magma blocks with one space in the center where snow golems can stand safely. On one side are dispensers with water buckets to flood the floor. On the opposite side are hoppers to collect all the drops. I built up the walls 5 blocks high and put a roof 6 blocks above the floor. There's a tube to drop the snow golems in. The dispenser with shears is activated by an observer facing the hole. When the snow golem is created, the snow block in the hole disappears, activating the observer, and the dispenser shears off the carved pumpkin from the snow golem so I can reuse them. As long as I remember to load the dispenser with shears. With about 70 snow golems down there, I throw a splash potion of oozing on their heads, then push the button to flood the floor. The water kills the snow golems, generating slimes that are killed by the magma blocks. Then I collect the snowballs, slime balls, and carved pumpkins, and rinse and repeat. One slime block was the ingredient for a batch of 3 oozing potions, which produced 150 slime blocks. That should be enough to last me, I'd say, about forever. Now back to the bastion. I start by building a roof 5 blocks above the spawner, covering the entire chamber. This is in a Soul Sand Valley, and the skeletons give me some trouble. Fortunately, I have fire-resistant potions handy. The skeletons are a huge pain to work with, but they aren't the reason for needing a mob switch. It's the occasional Enderman that can break the Froglight farm. When a mob on fire touches powdered snow, they destroy the powdered snow. In a previous world where I built this farm, I had Endermen catch on fire for some reason, then proceed to frantically teleport around until they teleport inside the Froglight farm and destroy the powdered snow. With the roof done, finally I can set up a mob switch on top of the roof. I get a few chickens and boats. Lay down some more boats. Hit the chickens with a potion of oozing, and then make the slimes appear. Once all the medium slimes are trapped in boats, I use name tags on them so they won't despawn. Next, I hit the medium slimes to make small slimes and trap them in boats. The small slimes will also be persistent. As long as there are at least 16 little slimes here, no more mobs will spawn for 4 chunks, or 64 blocks, in any direction. The magma cube spawner ignores regular hostile mob cap, so the farm will not be affected by this. Now I can finish the farm in peace. No more gas, no more skeletons, no more endermen. And the next thing I do is drain that big pool of lava. Give me a nice, flat, open space to work with. I'm enclosing the spawner in a 13 by 13 box, counting the walls, so the floor inside that box is 11 by 11. This is bigger than what I would do for an ordinary dungeon spawner, because magma cubes are bigger. I also want to have the floor at least 8 blocks below the spawner with a minecart collection system underneath. In theory, this should allow magma cubes that spawn to be out of range of the spawner, and not prevent more magma cubes from spawning. But to do this means I have to take a hot bath, and remove more lava under the bastion floor. Alright, let's go for it. In the lava I go. Alright, so... swim over to the edge. Right here, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks down. 6 blocks down. Swimming in lava is like swimming through molasses. Give me another dose. Okay. I could run out and get another potion, but let's keep going for a little bit. This dose will be good for 8 minutes. I just need to finish this box. Okay, I'm out. I just take the gravel and fill in all the lava, and the hardest part's over. Cheaper way to do this, normally, would be to put levers underneath the blocks where the powered rail are going to go, but not really practical in this case. Chest there. Hopper there. Nope. Nope, that's wrong. It's gotta go here. Stone dust there. Powered rail. Regular rail. Is the minecart gonna get stuck on that? Let's make sure that it doesn't. Just dump some junk out. Make sure it properly picks that up and unloads. Worked its way to the end, it turned back around, picked up the stuff. And it is unloading. As soon as it finishes unloading, it should head out again. Okay. So the way this works is the frogs only eat the small magma cubes. And coming out of the spawner up there, I'm going to get mostly large magma cubes, maybe some medium magma cubes. The large and medium magma cubes are big enough that they're going to touch the powdered snow no matter where they are in this platform. They will then freeze and take damage until they split into smaller magma cubes. Once they're down to the small magma cube size, they're too small to be hurt by the powdered snow. The frogs are also too small to be hurt by the powdered snow. The magma cubes don't attack the frogs, so the frogs are perfectly safe down there on the floor, and they eat the small magma cubes when they get to the small size, and then poop out froglights. Obviously, this collection system leaves something to be desired. I need to work on that. But I think the next step before that, I'll get some frogs in here, and I want 2 of each type, if I can manage it. I see a froggy. I see 3 froggies. Oh, excellent. I don't want to take these guys back with me. I want to get some tadpoles to take back with me. Oh, they hatched. That was quick. Alright, let's try and recover these tadpoles. Here's one. Some more hatched. Shoot! Shoot! I got distracted. I gotta drown! Ah! Pain in the butt. I don't have my helmet with respiration because I have to wear the stupid dragon head. Yeah, some cake. Num, num, num. So that's 18. I think that's going to be enough. Let's grow them up. That is an orange frog. Okay, I was afraid of that. Alright, so I got 2 orange frogs. Those are temperate biome, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's see if I can bring you guys over. Okay, folks. In the portal you go. There's one in. And there's 2 in. Alright. Come on, guys. That's it. Come on, guys. I know this place may be a little hot and dry, but I assure you, you have all the spicy Mexican food you can eat. It may mean that you'll make poop that glows in the dark, but trust me, you'll love it. Alright, now I have to figure out how to get you guys down there. Hopefully in one piece. Oh wow, this is a lot easier than I thought it would be. And just dropping right down there. Come on, guys. Come along. Alright, I think I need to take your leads. and shove you in there. Fall should be not a problem for you. Alright. 2 frogs safely delivered. Now those are the temperate frogs. I'm wondering if I can get the hot frogs right here. Give it a shot. I need to plant it and then spam food before it suffocates. Yes! It worked! And in you go. Alright, let's try that again. Worked! Nice. Alright. That just leaves the cold weather frogs. And there's the green frog. And in one goes. And the other goes. There we go. Okay. I do believe I have 2 of each frog type in here. Okay. I need to get rid of the scaffolding. Hopefully I can do that. Yep. Okay. And I need to block that off with glass. This is ready to go. In order to activate it, I just have to break away all those moss blocks that are preventing anything from spawning. Alright, this is the part that's always scary to me. There's some magma cubes spawning. I think I need to reach out a little bit more into the hole. A little bit further. I should be able to reach the rest from the other side. That should do it. Farm should be fully operational now. I need to work on some kind of a sorting system to organize this stuff. Alright. I can't say I'm particularly proud of what I did here. It took me over an hour to figure out this whole sorting system, but it works. I'm happy with it. It works. I'm not as happy as I could be, but it works. The problem is I needed more elevation to get the items up to where I could sort them. I used this dropper elevator here, and I had to figure out a way to get the dropper elevator to work effectively so that nothing would get stuck in some of these upper droppers. So this convoluted system of observers is designed so that it activates all of the upper droppers more than this bottom dropper will activate. It's complicated, it's difficult for me to explain, but I did work this out so that it works. It just works, trust me. All of the items are then pushed up to this chest here. And then fed through this line of hoppers into filters for each type of Froglight. There's also magma cream that's being produced, and that's getting crafted into magma blocks. I'm going to need a bunch of magma blocks for my next project. In fact, I don't think this is even enough. As far as how effective this farm, it is quite useful. It is quite effective. I can't say exactly what rates I'm getting. I think I get about a shulker box full of Froglights in an hour or two. But I've been AFK here for a long time while I've been editing this video to finish it up. Nom nom nom. I'm kind of getting sick of the vegan cake. And now I can finally get back to eating meat. Meat is back on the menu. And also I can take off this stupid hat because it's May and I've finished that challenge. So now I can show off my ugly face more and more importantly wear a decent helmet. This turned out to be a lot more work than I expected. I ended up making a slime farm so I could make this farm. And that's kind of the way it works for me. A lot of times I have to make one farm so I can make another farm. And in fact, this Froglight farm, I'm going to use materials from this farm for my next farm, which I will build next time on Amon Chooses Divergence SMP.